So here we have two Fords in their natural habitat, a workshop. No, bad jokes. Anyway, yeah. So piston rings, we're guessing. Well, I'm kind of guessing, but I'm kind of sure, to be honest. How, or not how, but why I think it's piston rings is it takes forever to start. It'll be swinging over, swinging over, swinging over, and just nothing happening. So there must be very little compression in it. There's very little power in it. The round baler stalled it a couple of times. Not in the video I made, but off camera. There was a couple of times when the bale was nearly finished and a lump went in and it just killed the tractor stone dead. So I'm guessing if the piston rings were sorted out, it should be back up there to your 110 horsepower or whatever these are supposed to be. And also, yeah, the obvious one is it's blowing a lovely cloud of smoke down the breather pipe here. So I'll just see, is there isn't any earmuffs. I don't like loud noises, so I like to wear earmuffs when I'm doing loud stuff. There's a fair blow off that, like there's none of that with that engine, so I'd be fairly confident that piston rings are perfect. Probably can't hear me, but yeah. The guy who owns the tractor, he's gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna start into it and start taking off panels and this and that, but I'm just gonna carry on tidying up for the meantime. They're actually off my tractor. I'm gonna move them. But yep, that's the way that one came out. Oh, there's even, tis folded over, the edge of the ring is folded over. I'm not sure if that's a normal thing or not, but yeah, at least it's an obvious problem. That light is about to go dead, so I'll get this one. The cylinders are all completely fine. I can't see any scoring or anything like that. The crankshaft journals look completely fine, so that's also good. The inside of the connecting rods look completely fine. None of the bearings were spinning inside in the connecting rods. So now this bearing is perfect. That's number one. But that bearing scored, that bearing is scored, and that one also has a bit of damage to it as well, but more of them are perfect. So which one was number one? I think this one is number one. No, it's number 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6. Yeah, I'm looking for piston 6. This one. I'll just leave that there. Where is it? Yeah, here. There's a small chunk gone out of the piston, so. And also you can see the colour of it as well. I'm not sure if this is normal now, I've never took pistons out before, but you can see all the heat at the side of the piston. So the rings weren't doing their job, and all the heat was going down the side of the piston. So yeah, I was kind of right in what I was saying was wrong, which is almost good. Yeah, that piston is, you can kind of see where it's a small bit scored. So there's 2 bits of damage on it there too, but I didn't do that with the back of the hammer, so I don't know how they got damaged. So that's it. We'll order some parts and put the whole thing back together, I suppose. Alright, that is all the new pistons in. There's, yeah, not much else really to say about it. I didn't get any video of putting them in because there was people working outside and they were coming in and out, and I didn't want to be taking a video while they were coming in and out. But there's really nothing to putting them in. You just get your piston ring compressor. I had to buy it for this job because this is the first time I'm doing this. You stick it on the piston, you tighten it with the little ratchet mechanism here, and you get your mallet, hammer, whatever, and you use the end of the hammer and you just use your hand and tap it down. And there's really, yeah, and you just have to be careful. You have to spin your crank around so that it's at the bottom of its travel for whichever piston you're doing, so that when you do put in the piston, that the bottom of the connecting rod doesn't just hit down onto the journal of the crank. And then you can just tap it down until it seats all the way, and you just make sure that they're all, yeah, there's really very little to them. They're kind of simple enough, like, really. Alright, so sump is back on, head is back on, just dropping in the push rods now. I'll leave this lad here. head back on, head is back torqued down. So the next job is set tappets. On these the spec is 18 thou for exhaust and 15 thou for intake, give or take 1 thou. So yeah. I think I have everything pretty much back together on the engine, so except for the steering pump. So I'm thinking I should probably just start it now and just make sure everything's okay. Now I was going to put this pressure clock on it, but I don't have the right fittings. But there is an oil pressure gauge in the dash and it does work, so I'm just going to go by the oil pressure gauge in the dash. Some smoke, but not all the smoke. Okay, I was having a small bit of trouble just to get it started the first time, and the idle adjustment was also completely wrong, but I have the idle sorted now and it's completely lit up and it starts up perfect now. Lots of oil pressure as well, so bearings are all perfect. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Very happy.